Hello, welcome to Best African Movies. Alright, still on the King Chef series. Alright, because of the things going on the palace, Ifunanya could not bear it anymore. Alright, she has decided to leave because they want to defile her by all means. Alright, you know the queen has tried severally to do that. It did not work. Alright, now the prince has started. Alright, he wants to do it by himself. Alright, Enyeze the chef pleaded with her to be calm. He also reminded her all her promises towards the king. Alright, she promised the king never to leave. Alright, so Enyeze reminded her all of that. Ifunanya was surprised on how Enyeze find out most of the things because she never told him anything. But unknowingly to her that the king has told Enyeze a lot of things. Alright, Prince Ezenwa's mother. Prince Ezenwa is a young man that Princess Zarachi ordered her boys to buy. Alright. So her mother now went to the Queen of Amokwe complaining to her that they have buyed her son. Alright. She also said she told him not to come to Nigeria, but he insisted, and now he could not fulfill what he came for. Alright, she was really in tears. The Queen of Amokwe Kingdom consoled her and pleaded with her to be calm, that everything will be fine. Alright, so the Queen of Obodo Kingdom, on the other hand, met with the elders and told them that she must lay her husband, the king, to rest since they don't want to do that. Alright, you know, she has been on their neck wanting to make sure that they give the husband a mercy buying. Alright, all because she wants her son to start ruling as king. So she wants her husband, the king, to live by all means. Alright, so after saying all of that, the elders did not even respond to her because they know she cannot and will not do it. Alright, so the king of Obodo Kingdom was with his chef Enyeze. Alright, luckily for him, he told him, that's the king now, told Enyeze to be observant and not to leave the palace. Alright, he said all of this through writing. Alright, Enyeze the chef was so happy because that's the first time the king is communicating with him. He was so happy, and in process he pleaded with the king of Obodo Kingdom to tell him how he got to this level of his life of not being able to talk or to do anything. Alright, the king started telling him everything. Alright, the king of Obodo Kingdom was a strong and healthy man before. Alright, while Prince Ikemba, his son, on the other hand, was busy stealing from him and he was complaining, alright, bitterly about it. His mother, is always covering him up, siding him. Alright, so this time around, Prince Ikemba stole a document from him. Alright, a very important one at that. The document is very, very important to the king. Alright, Prince Ikemba's mother kept on covering him while the king was complaining. Likewise, his sister, alright, Princess Zarachi, they kept up covering Prince Ikemba when the king was complaining about his behavior and all of that. Alright, the king was so worried because the document does not belong to him and he knows what he will go through if he did not submit that document. Alright, so much thinking and all of that made him to fall ill. Alright, in his illness, he informed the elders of the land that he has another son somewhere and they should make sure that the emperor, alright, crown that son as king and that they should protect him very well, alright, and that they should make sure the emperor crowns him as king and not to crown Prince Ikemba. Alright, the elders were really surprised at what the king said of him having another son somewhere, and they truly decided to keep to their own promise because of the way the Queen of Amokwe spoke to them. Alright, one of the chiefs, Chief Mbakwe, encouraged the others, all right, telling them that their mission is not a failed one and that they should look into the queen's response deeply. All right. So on the other hand, Princess Zarachi had the news that her stepbrother is in town. Alright, she called her boys, told them to search for him, that they should look for him in every hotel. In fact, everywhere that they should search for him. Alright, and that when they see him, they should report directly to her. Alright. On the other hand, the maids are there warning themselves to leave Inieze, that's the king's chef, alright, alone. One even said she will deal with Ifunaya. Oh God, this was no way hold them. Alright. Ifunaya's brother, is still looking for a way, alright, looking for money because of his mother's illness. Alright. He met with a friend called Ada. Alright, spoke with her to lend him money. She accepted though, alright, but with a condition that Ifeanyi will knock her and also stay with her for a year. Oh, Ifeanyi refused because Ada is a married woman. Alright, Ifeanyi was really thinking on what to do because he does not want anything to happen to his mother. Alright, Princess Zarachi's boys finally saw a young man in the hotel room. Alright, they brought him to her. When they were still questioning him, he introduced himself as Prince Ezenwa. And that he just returned from abroad. They concluded he's the one. Alright, Princess Zarachi, his her mother the queen, and her brother Prince Ikemba. They just concluded that he is the one they are looking for, that this is their stepbrother, alright, that has come to take over the throne from Prince Ikemba. Alright, so they ordered their boys to deal with him and to buy him as well. Alright. The queen of Amokwe was so worried because he has not been able to reach her son. Alright, she wants him to speak with the Minister of Petroleum. Alright, Princess Chima promised to do that and pleaded with her mother, the queen, to be calm. Alright, the queen of Obodo Kingdom and her children were so happy because they feel they have removed the person coming to compete with them. Oh my God. Alright, Ifunaya on the other hand, they refused Ifunaya from going to see her sick mother in the hospital. Alright, so Ifunaya called her brother, pleading with him to try more by looking for a way to get money for their mother's treatment. Alright, while she was still on call, her fellow maids approached her, especially the one called Ifoma. Alright, she's the one who is really throwing herself at Inyeze the chef. Alright, so especially herself, she met with Ifunaya and was just quarreling with her. Alright, like she should leave Inyeze alone, she should leave the chef alone. Alright, so Ifunaya was about to excuse them, to leave them. Alright, as if that wasn't enough, she just dragged Ifunaya back. That got her angry to the extent of them fighting. Alright, the queen and her children, of course, heard about it and decided to punish only Ifunaya, alright, because of the hatred they have towards her, alright, because they want her to leave the king and not to take care of the king anymore, but she refused. So they have that hatred towards her. They decided to punish only her. They made sure that she served the punishment for a long time. Alright, so Enyeze the chef was so worried because of the punishment Ifunaya is going through. Alright, he met with the prince, pleaded with him to free Ifunaya from the punishment. The prince sent him out immediately. Alright, so on the other hand, Prince Ikemba is still professing love and marriage to Princess Chima of Amokwe Kingdom. Alright, but she refused because she already has someone in her life. Thank you very much for watching. Please go through this channel for other series. Subscribe. Thank you for watching.